think that there's any number of ways in Scripture that it speaks to even how Christ moved in his ministry. It it was it that we now are believers because there was a building.
Mhm.
Man, I mean, it blows your mind. Like, but when did we put Christ in a box? Man, it turns out. And then we become so committed to that box and not the work of what it means to be a part of the Great Commission and what we're really called forth to do. And so I think that it's not because it's illogical. It's because I gotta say, shout out to why we feel so deeply. It is the rhythms of life when you go through years and decades of building the muscle of practice of
Mhm.
going to worship in church in a particular way. It definitely builds a muscle in a particular way. What we're talking about is trying to go to a new fitness gym, if you will, and build new muscles. That it's not about once those muscles are built that we forget this moment of
Mhm.
always needing to condition the muscles to be ready to be in the posture and the perpetual state of readiness to serve community. I think that that is part of the call of Christ is to stay in a state of readiness to serve the community where the community is, not to be so rigid in terms of how you served in 1980, 1960, 1920, but are you able and ready to serve now? And when all of your assets that you use to serve are no longer in a condition to serve, Houston, we have a problem. And so I think that it's not our wisdom by which I think that we get congregations to understand the answer to that question. It is by God's grace and encouraging prayer reflection is we're simply, I think, guides on this journey
Mhm.
for our clients, creating space to sometimes in the midst of busyness of doing the rhythm and the practice in the doctrine of church to take time out to say, now let's think about the impact of our faith in community and how that shows up.